Hello, my dear students. My name is Arzu, and I'm going to teach you today about the formation of words. So, in the very beginning of our learning, we started learning the alphabets A to Z, correct? After learning the alphabets, we have learned how to form words out of those letters. So, today, I'm going to teach you about how those words are formed. Okay, so basically students, there are two type of words, which is primary words and compound words. Okay, so let's come up to primary words. Primary words are such words that are not derived or developed from any other word, और यू कैन से प्राइमरी शब्द वो शब्द हैं जो किसी भी शब्द से निकले हुए नहीं हैं. दे आर द पेरेंट वर्ड्स. ओके, whereas compound words are the words which are formed by joining two or more simple words, or you can say they are formed by joining two or more primary words. Okay, now let's come up to this example. See this, moonlight. Here, moon is a primary word and light is also a primary word, but when you combine them together, it formed a compound word. Okay? Now, see this example. Nevertheless. Never is a primary word. The is a primary word. Less is a primary word, but when you combine them together, it forms a compound word. I hope this concept is clear to all. Let's come up to primary derivative. Formed by making some changes in the body of a simple word. So when you make some changes in a simple word, it is known as primary derivative. Okay, so band word is formed from the word bind. Okay, breach word is formed from the word break. Wrong word is formed from the word ring. Okay, see this. The most important class of words formed by internal change consist of the past tense of primary verbs, which are not usually classed as derivatives. So here the note states that sometimes we write the past tense of a word to make a change. Okay, but that internal change is not known as a derivative. For example, here we wrote wrong, okay, which would be the past tense of ring. So this is an example that past tense of a word is not known as a derivative of that word. Okay, now let's come up to secondary derivatives. So secondary derivatives are formed by an addition to the beginning or the end. So here goes a new concept, students. When you add a word in front of a word, for example, there is this word unhappy, we added un before happy. So when we add a word before a word, we call it as a prefix. Okay, and when we add something after a word, goodness is a word. Okay, we are adding ness after a word good. Okay, so this ness would be known as the suffix. So when we add something in before a word, it is known as prefix. When we add something after the word, it is known as suffix. Now let's read about compound words in more detailed manner. So as you all know that I have told that compound words are formed by addition of two simple words. So those two simple words could be in many forms. For example, those two words could be noun plus noun. Those two words could be adjective plus noun. Those two words could be verb plus noun. It could be gerund plus noun. It could be adverb plus noun. It could be verb plus adverb, or it could be adverb plus verb. Let's read out the examples so that you will get a clear picture of this. For example, see this. Moonlight. Okay? Moonlight. So, you all know that moon is a noun and light is also a noun. So, when we add two nouns, it form a compound word. Similarly, chess is a noun. Board is a noun. When we combine them together, it form a compound word. Let's come up to next one. Adjective plus noun. Sweet. Sweet is an adjective. Plus heart is a noun. Okay. Noble is an adjective, whereas men is a noun. Let's come up to third one, which is verb plus noun. Okay. See here. Spend. You should all know that spend is a verb. Spend, spent, spent. Correct? So spend is a verb. And thrift is a noun. Okay? Gerund plus noun. Drawing is a gerund, whereas room is a noun. Writing is a gerund, whereas desk is a noun. Looking is a gerund, whereas glass is a noun. I want you all to read all these examples for your reference. Let's come up to this adverb plus noun. Outlaw. Out is an adverb, whereas law is a noun. After is a adverb, whereas thought is a noun. Verb plus adverb. Draw. Draw is a verb, whereas back is an adverb. Lock is a verb, whereas up is an adverb. Similarly, adverb plus verb. Out is an adverb, whereas set is a verb. Up is an adverb, whereas keep is a verb. Now, let's come up to compound adjectives may be formed from. Okay. So now, we just read about the compound words formation. Now we'll read it in detail. For example, see, compound adjectives. So with adjectives, we can add noun, adverb or verb or participle to form a compound adjective. So in compound adjective is a compulsory thing. One adjective word must be there, but we can add noun or some adverb or a participle to make it work. For example, blood red. Blood is a noun, whereas red is an adjective. Okay. Sky is a noun, whereas the color blue is an adjective. When you add two adjectives, it also forms a compound word. Red is an adjective, whereas hot is also an adjective. Okay. Adverb plus participle. Long is an adverb, whereas participle suffering is a participle. Ever is an adverb, whereas lasting is a participle. Now we are done with compound adjectives. We will learn about compound verbs. So now we can add a noun or an adjective or an adverb with a verb to make it a compound verb, or you can say a compound word. So way lay. Way is a noun, whereas lay is a verb. Okay. Adjective safe is an adjective, whereas guard is a verb. Similarly, we have adverb plus verb also, where over is an adverb and throw is a verb. Over is an adverb, whereas take is a verb. You all have to read all these examples for your reference. Now let's come up to this important note. I want you all to pause the video and read this note carefully, because it contains a very important information. So see, in most compound words, it is the first word which modifies the meaning of the second. The accent is placed upon the modifying word when the amalgamation is complete. When the two elements of the compound are only partially blended, a hyphen is put between them and the accent falls equally on both parts of the compound. So, I will explain you this note with the help of an example. Just see this word, moonlight. Earlier I told you that compound words are the words which are formed with the addition of two or more simple words. So moon is one word and light is another word. When we add them together, then the second word, which is light, is modified by the first word, which is moon. So the accent would be more on the word light rather than the word moon, because the word light is modified by the word moon. But in case when we separate the words with a hyphen, for example, in this word man of war, we separated three words with two hyphens in between. When we use hyphens in between, all the three words will be given the equal priority, which means the accent which we will put on the words will be equally distributed. Distributed in the sense, the accent, the emphasis we will put to speak, the accent we will use to speak would be equally distributed. Okay, students? Now, this is an exercise for you all. So pause this video and take out a pen and paper and write this. I would explain you what you have to do in this. So just now I told you about the formation of word, which could be noun plus noun, adverb plus noun, verb plus noun, adverb plus verb, and so on. So you need to see all these words and you need to write which combination do they follow. Okay, I will give you an example. See this first example, newspaper. You all know that news is a noun plus paper is also a noun. So this combination would be a noun plus noun. Fine. Similarly, in this example, football. So foot is a noun plus ball is also a noun. Okay. So I have given you two examples and you need to do all these examples to check How much did you get about this topic? Okay. Now let's come up to next topic, students. See this, primary derivatives. Now, formation of nouns from verbs and adjectives. So we will form nouns using the verbs and the adjectives. For example, advice word is formed from the verb advise. Gap word is formed from the verb gape. Similarly, bond word is formed from the word bind. Bliss word is formed from the word bless. Let's take an easy example of this. Life. Okay, life, you all know, is a noun, but you didn't know that it is derived from the verb live. Okay, proof. See this, proof. Proof, you all know, is a noun, but you didn't know that it is derived from a verb prove. So I want you all to read all these examples to get to know that which nouns are derived from which verb. Okay, now see this, few nouns are derived from adjectives also. Dolt noun is derived from an adjective dull. Heat is derived from hot. Pride is derived from proud. Now we'll look into formation of adjectives from verbs and nouns. Okay, fleet is derived from float. Low is derived from lie. Milch is derived from milk. Wise is derived from wit. Okay, formation of verbs from nouns and adjectives. So now verbs are formed from nouns. Okay, bathe verb is derived from bath. Believe is derived from belief. Breathe is derived from breathe. Okay, breed is derived from brood. Okay, so you need to read all these examples, and it's all about this topic, students. I hope you understood it well, and I want you all to practice it at home to get a better hands-on this topic. Okay, students, so I wish you all a good health in this situation. Good luck. Bye bye.